Hello and welcome to SKTV. You're watching Primetime English News. As usual, the headlines first. Business Advisory Committee of Parliament allocates 2 hours for discussion and consideration of resolution to extend President's rule in Manipur. Five Gram Panchayats under Sekmai constituency stage protest against setting up of designated Sioux camps for Kuki militants within the constituency. High Court of Manipur gives 1 month to NIA to submit charge sheet in killing of 6 persons, including 3 children in Jiribam's Borobekra. And Union Minister of Education Dharmendra Pradhan virtually lays foundation stone for hostel projects in Manipur under DA, JGUA and PM Janman schemes. And now the news in detail. The Business Advisory Committee has allotted 2 hours for consideration of a resolution for extension of President's rule in Manipur for a further period of 6 months with effect from August 13th, 2025. Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha Harivansh announced this in Rajya Sabha today. Home Minister Amit Shah will move a statutory resolution in the upper house in the ongoing monsoon session of Parliament to extend President's rule in the state. Manipur was placed under President's rule on February 13th this year following the resignation of N. Biren as Chief Minister of Manipur. Locals of Sekmai Assembly constituency along with 5 Gram Panchayats of Sekmai constituency took out a protest against attempts to set up designated suspension of Operation Sioux camps in the vicinity of Sekmai constituency. Speaking on the sideline of the protest that was held at Sanjam Chirang Community Hall, Secretary of Sanjam Chirang Mera Paibi Hikam Amrapati said, people in Sekmai constituency have been struggling ever since the outbreak of conflict in May 2023. As most of the villages are located near foothills and they were exposed to the attacks by Kuki militant groups. Amid the uncertainty and struggle, government plans to set up designated Sioux camps just above the ambitious Central Sports University. This step will not only pose bigger threats to villagers but also to residents in the sports university. Speaking further, Haikam Amrapati asserted that land to set up sports university was allotted for free by villages of Kautruk, Sanjam Chirang and Koktruk village, but the setting up of Sioux camps near the vicinity of Sports University can jeopardize the functioning of this university and also create fear and uncertainty to villagers nearby. She urged government to set up the Sioux camps far away from villages and from the Sports University or either in Mizoram or Myanmar. She also warned to take a massive agitation if government forcefully allows Sioux camps to be set up near Meitei settlement and Sports University.
ngasi ahanba hobuni ani subda koi aso sarkar na masida lepi gragadi leire sarkar na koi na haibe se tadragadi makhal makha ke age khongjang changani akoi delhi aso chalakani aduda natana manipur ge mayam gi civil society gi mateng logjaraga akoi jo angam thakta last ta yadraga thawai na po thawai dina loi akoi chidokani haibe chapcha lepe.
High Court of Manipur has directed the NIA to file the charge sheet within a month in the case of killing of 3 women and 3 children in Jiribam in November last year. A division bench comprising Chief Justice K. Somashekar and Justice Ahantim Bimol Singh gave the direction while hearing a PIL on Thursday. The court warned that any further delay would be taken seriously. During the hearing, a division bench comprising Chief Justice Kampeya Somashekar and Justice Ahantim Bimol Singh noted the grave and shocking nature of the case. The NIA submitted 2 sealed cover reports outlining the current status of the investigation, which the court ordered to be placed in the safe custody of the Registrar General until further orders. Appearing for the petitioners, Senior Advocate K.H. Tarun Kumar informed the court that the incident occurred on November 11th, 2024, when 6 individuals, including 3 children, were reportedly abducted under suspicious circumstances. In the days following the incident, all 6 bodies were recovered one by one from the Barak River in Jiribam district, triggering public outrage and demands for justice. He further highlighted that although an FIR had been registered and the case was later handed over to the NIA, no charge sheet had been filed to date raising serious questions about the pace, and intent of the investigation. Tarun Kumar urged the court to ensure time-bound accountability, citing the trauma faced by the victims' families and the continued unrest in the affected community. On the other hand, NIA, represented by Deputy Solicitor General of India K.H. Samarzet, assured the court that the investigation had reached its final phase and that the agency was preparing to file the charge sheet under relevant sections of the Criminal Procedure Code CRPC and the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita BNSS Act 2023. The court listed August 28th for the next hearing. Union Minister of Education Dharmendra Pradhan virtually laid foundation stone for hostel construction in several schools across Manipur under central government initiatives Dharti Aba Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyan DAJGUA and Pradhan Mantri Janjati Adivasi Nyaya Maha Abhiyan PM Janman. As part of the initiative, Nari Kalyan Vidyalaya located at Nambol Sabalika in Bishnupur district has been selected for hostel construction under the DAJGUA scheme with an aim to improve access to education and living facilities for students from tribal communities. A virtual foundation stone laying ceremony was held at the school premises organized under the supervision of Directorate of Education S. Deputy Commissioner of Bishnupur Pujai Langbam expressed gratitude to the Ministry of Education for launching the welfare initiative. Speaking on the occasion, the DC said education is the backbone of progressive society and emphasized the need for continued efforts to strengthen the education system. She encouraged teachers to focus on holistic development, listen to students' concerns and empathy, and guide them with patience rather than reprimanding them for minor mistakes. The event was also attended by Chief Engineer EEW Yumnam Bhochau, ZEO Atom Gunamani, and other officials. Former Chief Minister N. Biren has criticized opposition leader Gaurav Gogoi while accusing him of ignorance regarding modern warfare. In a post on X, N. Biren lambasted Gaurav Gogoi for questioning why our fighter jets did not engage at a close range during Operation Sindoor. N. Biren said Gaurav Gogoi has ridiculed the brave defenders who worked tirelessly at the front line while asserting that the decision to attack from long range protected the soldiers and ensured the success of the mission. N. Biren also maintained that the question raised by Gaurav Gogoi is unbecoming and a disservice to the nation. Department of Community Medicine RIMS observed World ORS Day 2025 at Jiribam, Awanglekai, Imphal West in collaboration with Jiribam Apunba Club. The event was held under the theme A Simple Solution for a Healthier Future, SIP Smart, Stay Strong, Say Yes to ORS. Jiribam Apunba Club President Ngasepam Raghumite, Club Secretary Helen Chandra Laishram, Head of Department of Community Medicine and Organizing Chairperson Professor Shanti Bala Konjangbam, and Organizing Secretary Professor H. Sanayama attended as main guests. The event focused on spreading awareness about life-saving benefits of oral rehydration salts ORS and zinc in preventing dehydration caused by diarrheal diseases, especially among children. Faculty, residents, and students of the department conducted educational sessions, live demonstrations on ORS preparations, and distributed free ORS and zinc packets along with IEC materials. Local residents, students, Anganwadi workers, Ashas, and community leaders actively participated in the program. The importance of safe drinking water, sanitation, and hygiene was also highlighted on the occasion.
aduna daya tawakanda ORS sinabasi yama mathautai daya peko khambado lepra bawda adum piu aduna akogi sigi matangda karmaina thakadabano kayam thakadabano si loinamasi makha taba akogi speaker mayam ama leiko moina ngangadu mayam taminarasi khangdabasu adum question mayam ama hangiu ko aduna tawraga akoi pulap amuka hanna khaminasi.
Sekmai MLA Hekam Dingo has assured steps to make urea fertilizer available to farmers of conflict-affected Sekmai constituency. The MLA was speaking during farmer training cum seed distribution program which was organized by Department of Agriculture at Loitangkuno Community Hall today. Speaking on the sidelines, MLA Dingo said farmers in Sekmai constituency have faced hardships owing to the ongoing conflict, as many of the paddy fields falls within red zone. Efforts have commenced to deliver fertilizer in time to farmers in this region through assistance provided by Agriculture Department. Speaking further, the MLA urged people to make concerted efforts in making self-sufficiency in production of food and to grow ground nuts and black dal along with other crops through assistance provided from relevant departments.
The importance of fruit and forest more than 60% of our body is made up of fruits. So 60 to 65% adult human being ki whole body it consists of water, fluid, electrolytes. And hence the importance of replacing these fluid and electrolytes when you start losing through diarrhea. Life sustenance, you need these fluids and electrolytes to be replaced gradually as per the amount of the wastage that you have gone through. The importance
On the other hand, Director of Agriculture Peter Salam said Agriculture Department distributed about 110,000 bags of urea to the farmers in the state. For this year, the department has distributed around 150,000 bags of urea so far, and another 2 lakh bags will be made available to farmers. Speaking further, the director assured to provide sufficient urea to farmers in the state. During the training, farmers were taught about growing ground nuts and black dal. Electric pumps were also distributed for free, while urea fertilizers were also made available at affordable prices.
Sekmai Kendra yo inandi we makha tarak padu har se watanaba adi mai marong hena phana puthongnaba khoi har se watanaba khoi honajari haidana smaina thamjani aduga makha tarak pada aina hena nungai jabadi hojik se khoi gi Manipur se semlenum phattaba sina maram morkanda khoi di agriculture depend tok daba yade aduna agri culture gi kanwa sidai da hena pothok lainanaba aduga mai marong ji hena kano tongnanaba gi pandam da khoi nung Hawaii, adagi atopa mahimonong I think asi sawal Hawaii na chingbasu awareness program si pira prajada kamaina thagdagi kamaina lokadagi habana chingbasing ba awareness program si pira kanda koi kano sinung Hawaii aduga laba Hawaii akoi free da praja sing se yen thokchar kanda madugi kananaba prajada thamjabane na chun thamjagi
aduga handaki oinadi hargi awabase khoi department gi site tagidi yarim khai khoi gi farmer myam da wadana hona jagani har ngasi gi se yendoi se mafam ahumni aduga farmer sidi farmer chapcha basidi khoi gi apam apam bai tare farmer gi dakar lebe dungai adu har se atopa topa sinaba yaba posnate haidi aduna har sidi lawmina lawri sidi law khaktangi ne aduna apam apam farmer da awat pa lag leiragadi masa masana laga dum lawba yagani aduga karigumba watlaga chu makhata na hayeng boiro hangsit boiro chu makha continue tawgani hajik.
National People's Party NPP continues to expand its base in Moirang Assembly constituency as 110 families comprising approximately 580 voters from the Tronglaubi Tera Khongsangbi Gram Panchayat have officially joined the party. Notably, many of these new members were supporters of the Indian National Congress in the previous election. The induction ceremony was held in a warm but simple gathering jointly organized by the NPP units of Tronglaubi, Khudekpi, Lemram, Tera Khongsangbi and the Administrative Committee of the Gram Panchayat. Moirang MLA Thongam Shanti was present at the event and personally welcomed the new members. In his address, the MLA expressed gratitude for the growing trust in the party and reaffirmed his commitment to the development of the Moirang constituency. He also touched upon pressing local issues, particularly the challenges residents have faced regarding water supply schemes. MLA Shanti blamed the disruptions on ongoing conflict involving Kuki-Nako terror groups, but assured that discussions are underway with the concerned departments to tap into water resources from Loktak and Khuga River to resolve the crisis. Looking ahead, he promised the construction of a playground and a health center at Tronglaubi, once a new government is formed in Manipur. The NPP hopes this surge in support will further energize its grassroots movement as it continues to work towards a more developed and peaceful Moirang.
Sahi manga se subrajiti tawlai jegadi madudi thadopio hayeng vote me ada vote tobio sahi manga se development da koi put sa bin se akoi punsin ndra ba support pa kento oiro ida primary health sub center ba ek sakar phok to ga thani gi badum da ai foundation to bai se ai gi sub sara lepe September thada de ai dru pa ba ground lo to lo bi da pirali bom ni loi tham sagani ko ai tham da bi to roi aduba han ba priority gi oida ai to lo bi gram panchayat gi oida open gym mama ngasi bari manga ni da thamage da khalle.
Alleging massive irregularities in the recruitment at Jawaharlal Nehru Manipur Dance Academy JNMDA, noted artist Hanglem Indu has demanded immediate cancellation of the selection results and called for fresh recruitment process. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, Indu said that she had applied for the posts of Guru Sutradhari and Guru Rajdhari as per the recruitment notification issued by JNMDA on April 1st this year. She claimed the academy had laid down 3 specific rules and eligibility criteria for the said posts. However, she alleged that the candidate selected for the Guru Rajdhari post does not possess the required post-diploma certificate in RAS. She questioned how a candidate who has not completed the required course be selected for the said post. She further pointed out that the selected candidate had only completed Sankirtana Pung, which is a different discipline. Hanglem Indu termed the selection process as arbitrary and in clear violation of laid down norms, indicating large-scale malpractice in the recruitment. She informed that written complaints had been submitted to Sangeet Natak Academy in New Delhi and the Governor of Manipur. However, no response has been received from either authority so far. Reiterating her demand, she urged to cancel the selection and initiate fresh recruitment process in accordance with the prescribed rules and transparency.
Aduna masina takpadi yamna chawa aranba mawongda chathare haibani screening tawbada yamna chawna lale khanjai Sanginata Academy New Delhi amadi Governor Secretariat tasu complaint kya thangasakre madusu pakhum amata laktabadegi thengna khibata thengthakibata re khanjaduna press meet ase pangthoksabani.
Manipur Technical University MTU has signed Memorandum of Understanding MOUs with 6 colleges to provide technical consultancy services in green audit and groundwater detection at the university's conference hall. The partner colleges include Chanambam Ibomcha College, Imphal College, DM College of Teacher Education, Nambol El Sanoi College, Modern College and Kha Manipur College. Under the agreement, MTU will conduct green audits focusing on energy, water, solid waste and e-waste management to help institutions create environmentally sustainable campuses. The university will also offer groundwater detection using advanced PQWT TC900 technology to map aquifers and identify suitable borewell locations. Speaking at the event, MTU Registrar highlighted the university's commitment to using its technological expertise to support institutional growth. The IQAC coordinator said the collaboration will help improve accreditation scores while promoting sustainable practices on campuses. Looking ahead, MTU plans to expand its consultancy services to include non-destructive testing (NDT) for structural assessments, GIS-based geodetic survey and cadastral mapping, master plan preparation, and ICT-based digital literacy programs. Women of Laingobi in Bishnupur district have raised strong objection to the alleged plan for shifting Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Awasiya Vidyalaya residential school from its original location. Addressing a press meet, Laingobi Mera Paibi member Ngangom Bina asserted that the school was allocated as a residential school for Bishnupur district with the order to construct at Laingobi in 2012 by Education S under SSA. She added that the school's classes began at the residential complex of one Kumantem Khelendro of Laingobi, who dedicated land for the construction of the school, as the relevant authority at the time directed the school authority to start classes in a temporary shelter while waiting for the school's construction. Bina went on to assert that the school building later began constructing at Chairil Mangjil instead of constructing at Langobi, alleging that it was due to the influence of the then MLA of Kumbi Assembly Constituency S. Bira and S. Premchandra, who has now become the MLA of the same constituency. Expressing strong apprehension that the school is most likely to permanently get shifted at Kumbi Central High School, as the classes for class 10 have been conducted in the school in the wake of the ongoing crisis, Bina urged the government to relocate the school at Langobi at the earliest.
Bishempur ki DC Education Minister akoi Maira Paibi Club punamakna school asi hongan biganu mafam asida tamhan biu haidana akoi kayarak hanna sasarui adubu Hujik PR gi matam oibana hujik se school ja thuba matam da hobiu na haibasu akoi hakan na di haijabani adubu hobidre aduna hujik sin athuba matam da Langobi gi da hana order thoiba mafam asida athuba da hobiu aduna sigi masigi makha tarak poina aikoina hujik isa isu jingji kumbi ta na sap matam da Langobi da gina akoi bada leiriba chhatra singji kumbi bausat pada kilometer manga taruk si satpaji yamna wabanina hairiba school asi mafam asida atubada sanana ba tawbiu haidana koi praja yamna haijari.
Chairman of Justice Committee on Anglo-Manipuri War 1891, Martyrs and Freedom Fighters of Kanglei Park, Joychandra Konthokzam, has called for restoration of the Manipuri's ancient culture for self-reliance. He was speaking at the Farmers Training cum Seed Distribution Program organized by the Justice Committee at Kaujinglema Community Hall, Awang Sekmai today. Speaking further, Joychandra emphasized that Manipur has a strong nation that sustained the culture for self-sufficiency on food and self-reliance on economy in the past, while noting that the present generations heavily rely on food and every item imported from outside the state. The Justice Committee chairman added that it is high time for all to ponder on the issue and restore work culture among the youths to make a difference in the present society. He also stressed on the need for making earnest efforts by the employees in government departments towards making Manipur a self-reliant society.
Niraga sabi haina bi se aigoi gi ipai pu di niraga sarakte aigoi gi ipai pu na kalambo wakolon di tasena aigoi gi posing di marang kaina tharaga isu doraga paisa laga thamuga aigoi chahi amagi chaga na budo big thana thamu matunga matu gi arem abaduna aigoi mapan da thaduga aigoi economy paganna na boneba aigoi na ngasi lauriba jinjak mi pantang do iram dum oiresena jinjak mi pantang dum iram dum oiresena ga thabu oina pangfu tragedi madu kana balenge aigoi da jinjak mi pantang dum iram dum oina na bagi wakhalonda aigoi thabu mayam ma aigoi tong tangai pade jinga hangwa jaga tabaki hangwa jaga sunda sowai jingoi magana mana masing hadana jinjak mi pantang iram dum oina tangai pade sangi maduni aigoi sakhau no na thabu to buya aigoi sakhau important ni.
Manipur International Youth Centre MIYC has expressed its support and solidarity to the Bandh called by Foothills Naga Coordination Committee FNCC, which is being carried out in protest against unauthorized construction of German Tiger Road through territories of indigenous Naga. In a press note, MIYC maintained that the demands of FNCC is justified and urged centre and state governments to act decisively before situation deteriorates further. Tensions erupted at Thobal District Hospital after a woman died post-delivery of a child at the hospital last night. Relatives and locals thronged the hospital complex and vandalized structures in the hospital, citing negligence on the part of hospital. The incident took place last night around 11:10 when a 32-year-old woman died after her delivery at Thobal District Hospital. The deceased is identified as Khangebam Ningol Maibam Ungbi Samita, wife of Maibam Ajit from Tekcham Mayalekai under Thobal District. The victim is survived by her husband and 2 sons. A JAC has been constituted in connection with the incident, and the JAC has also submitted a memorandum to Thobal DC Hana Kamai demanding thorough probe into the incident. Meanwhile, the mortal remains has been taken to Jenims for post-mortem this morning. Meanwhile, Ajit, the husband of the deceased, alleged that his wife was ignored by hospital staff for about 6 hours after she was brought to the hospital. He asserted that his wife could have been saved had she received attention in the initial hours. While alleging negligence on the part of the hospital, Ajit has urged authority to take special attention to avoid such unfortunate incidents in the future. Meanwhile, locals and relatives of the victim has warned to continue with their agitations following a public meeting that was held today at Sekmai Community Hall while demanding thorough investigation into the incident.
Sibagi matam yoraba matam da oxygen poraga doctor nurse chen bagi mahuta ana kitang problem tholoko matam da kitang section biramagadi ngasi laigidreba aigi nupi khangyabam samita devi Sekmai lekai ngasi mayam yarakta hikam bayai maram aduna makha na asiguma problem sing asi tholaktana ba mari lainaba authority singna matam chana yengshin biu haijari.
Students of Phobokchau High School staged a protest in front of the ZEO office Wangoi by locking the office premises against the reversion of 2 school teachers utilized in the school. The demonstration gained momentum when volunteers of Pangal Students Organization PSO joined the protest. The protesters demanded the authorities to immediately reinstate the required teachers. Following the protest, a delegation of 7 representatives comprising 4 students from the school and 3 PSO volunteers met with the ZEO. After the meeting, a student protester named Sahani informed the media that the ZEO turned down their demand, claiming that he has no capacity to reinstate the school teachers. Announcing that the students and PSO would continue the protest until their demands are met, she pressed the staff of the ZEO office to remain confined until a resolution is reached.
Award po oja sing asi ZEO gi site gi thabira kadaba deadline ama aikoi gi site pibiu haijabani ZEO gi site gi haibana madu ai ngamjate khongjang asi handokpiu haibsi ZEO gi site gi haijai adubo aikoi changchaliba khongjang asi di aikoi gi oja sing asi amak thabira tri phobodi aikoi gi chhatra sing Phobokchau High School gi mahiro sing changjaliba khongjang asi da aikoi Pangal Student Organization sung asi dagi fully support tawre ngasi dei saugatli haina aroi bone thamjari.
Meanwhile, PSO Finance Secretary Imphal Askar announced that the meeting between the organization and the ZEO failed to achieve a final conclusion. He further stated that PSO would continue to fully support the students' protest until the demands are met.
Exam exam koi tawjaroi azani se halla thabir tri foba koi school so sangaro sar sing so gate ki manung de am foba gate ki manung de changhan jaro koi jeli wangoi na ngamaroi na habira esi azani se thabir tri foba koi hanjaroi moi gi wa ta ba pa me koi makoi na koi si tumit kang no uba ga chamana re koi tasing na koi thamoi si kai ai koi si lek tam banu hai ga chamana re koi si manga su yare na sar hoi na khanba male Ekoi tasing na laik tam janinge mayam na ekoi bu laik tam man biyo koi yam wari ekoi yam wari laik tam man biyo azawat baji bibiyo.
Students of Kwakta Khuman Upper Primary School along with their parents carried out protest against the transfer of the school headmaster in charge and another teacher today. During the protest, the protesters locked up the school gate and held protest in its front, demanding relevant authorities to revoke the transfer orders of the 2 teachers. Several placards denouncing the transfer of the headmaster in charge and a teacher were also displayed in the protest. Speaking to media, School Management Committee convener Tomba Shah informed that the transfer order of the 2 teachers came amid the school facing acute shortage of teachers. Continuing that the school is being operated by hiring 2 teachers with the contributions from the existing 8 regular teachers, he urged the relevant authorities to immediately revoke the transfer order.
Lariba Satragi strain at 350 student Aduga, Tambibo Zana, Subne was an Panica. The Anil Taruna comment of the Satra 350 minister Udriba. Malamaduna, Haiba, Master in Sarzamasung, primary Ozama Gozari transport over say, the same Makena, Yazin de Mase, Kudato without of unit Trebadi, Mapam Master Leva, Satra Satri Sing, poverty line Satra Satri say, it was a department, Mohis Mangalage. Moibu Karishu Kanbe Thong Mali, Haina, I may am that Medagi Tong Hizeri, assume Lava, Thong said Tado Puduna, transfer others Kudato without Viduna, Satra Sing Principal can view, Live Kunga Principal can view Haina, Medagi Tong Hizeri.
The pen-down strike, which is being carried out by Lecturers Association Manipur LAM 28 in batch, has affected normal classes in Sawalmang Higher Secondary School, leaving its students helpless and uncertain. Students of the school took out a protest demanding early resolution to the strike so that they can have their regular classes. On the other hand, Vice Principal of the school, Hazarimayum Rejubala said 12 teachers have joined a pen-down strike and currently only 3 teachers are operating the classes and thus creating huge shortage of teachers. Speaking further, Hazarimayum Rejubala urged relevant authority to resolve the issue at the earliest in the interest of students.
Scholarship tasena haragadi akoidi regular gi oja se ahum tane ji laisi physics biology maths education gi amal lerami adu so ji transfer to ke bedegi jema ma hutharakre aduna oji newly regularized oiba oja trying to isina mapungoina koi school ase run torambani aduna makoi singa sina oja singa sina pen down strike chathaki bedegi akoi hoji school se fully paralyzed oire angang singsina nuti gi school karak laga koi class amma natraga ani degi hena koi chathabu ngamre aduna jasingi maikai degi aina aijeningi madudi hojik chathariba pen down strike si yana bo question biruktana normal class toba yahanbiu.
Meanwhile, students of Ananda Singh Higher Secondary Academy today staged a protest demanding immediate resumption of classes. Holding placards and raising slogans, students expressed concern over the ongoing pen-down strike by lecturers. Speaking to media, student Sushma in Thousam said the academic environment has been severely disrupted, raising fears that the syllabus may not be completed in time for the upcoming examinations conducted by the Council of Higher Secondary Education, Manipur. Vice Principal I. Jugilata also voiced concern, stating that the situation has become increasingly difficult to manage, with key subjects left untaught due to the strike. She questioned how the school can function effectively unless a resolution is reached between the agitating lecturers and the concerned authorities. Week-long workshop on designing assessments, rubrics and outcome-based evaluation concluded at Thambal Marik College, Oinam today. The workshop was organized by Internal Quality Assurance Cell, Thambal Marik College, Oinam and College Development Council, Manipur University. Speaking in the closing function, Examination Controller of Manipur University, T. Shantikumar, lauded the role of teachers in higher education. He added that such workshops can raise the standard of question setting of Manipur University and can be considered on par with other universities in the country.
NEP program success Adiam Fajaraga, college faculty members, and even Tamliba Satrasing, may have long in a high even Manipur Ladiba, another curriculum to be introduced to we, Hydermapu in a Ladiba, co exams section the labor meetings, Yokugi, Yan Tamina, the high tide, Gamma, I know one at the Wunuko. I don't know, Maramorga, I go exam says, Yam Tankina. Later May almost 1 year Mamang we condition the letter never 0 year law with your mama. Aina police gi principals in cases in Hajaraga. So what if Loki had a batch Masi somehow Torga Queen at Tata semester exam to go say Masi Tamari Marida Kitan Tenjalaga. I quite condensed course when a Torga Masi say he's a Pukati hide in a top with the gay. Like Papa Hagadra, 106 semesters, Lauki was say, every Matamzana Sedunda, Moises,
Central Silk Board Regional Sericulture Research Station Imphal and Wangu Tirakong Gram Panchayat Multipurpose Cooperative Society Limited jointly organized an awareness program on silkworm rearing techniques as part of Sericulture Technology Transfer Campaign at Wangu Naudakong today. The program was organized under the aegis of Ministry of Textiles. Head Scientist of Central Silk Board Regional Sericulture Research Station Imphal, Dr. S. Subharani, Scientist D. Dr. Kwarapam Subadas, Assistant Director Bishnupur K. Tahan Leima, FO of DSO Bishnupur Scientist D. N. Galicia, and Chairman of Wangu Tirakong Gram Panchayat Multipurpose Cooperative Society Limited, Lutumbam Gopen, graced the program. Speaking in the program, Dr. S. Subharani said awareness programs are being conducted at 159 districts in the country regarding techniques of silkworm rearing. She maintained that the awareness program will help in outreach in far-flung areas regarding programs taken up for promotion of sericulture. Karkino's Manipur Cancer Care Institute and Research Center Imphal, in association with AAM Nauria Pakang Lakpa, organized a day-long cancer awareness cum free health camp at Marak Chingtham Likai today. Experts informed the attendees about cervical cancer and the importance of taking HPV vaccination and HPV DNA test to prevent this form of cancer. The awareness program was focused on educating public on the importance of early detection of cancer and its treatment. Results for fellowship and scholarship under Manipur State Kala Academy 2025 was declared today. Candidates can avail the results either on the notice board of Manipur State Kala Academy or at the official website www.mska.mn.gov.in. Registrations for India Skills Competition 2025, the country's largest platform for skill excellence, have officially begun. Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship MSDE, Government of India, has invited applications through Skill India Digital Hub portal. The last date for registration is September 30th, 2025. The biennial competition aims to identify and nurture India's most talented youth in 63 skill categories ranging from traditional trades to advanced technologies. Selected candidates will have the opportunity to represent India at the World Skills Competition 2026, the world's biggest vocational skills championship. Indian nationals aged between 16 and 25 years are eligible to apply. Winners of the national event will undergo intensive training to prepare for international contests, including World Skills 2026. And that is all we could pack in this bulletin. But before we wrap up, here are the headlines once again. Business Advisory Committee of Parliament allocates 2 hours for discussion and consideration of resolution to extend President's rule in Manipur. Five Gram Panchayats under Sekmai Assembly constituency stage protest against setting up of designated Sioux camps for Kuki militants within the constituency. High Court of Manipur gives 1 month to NIA to submit charge sheet in killing of 6 persons, including 3 children in Jiribam's Borobekra. And Union Minister of Education Dharmendra Pradhan virtually lays foundation stone for hostel projects in Manipur under DA, JGUA and PM Janman schemes. Up next is Primetime Manipuri News with my colleague Yaipabi. Stay tuned.